So many greetings.
Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Hi. Hello. Good to have y'all out here. Welcome to a lovely Monday stream where it is so cold today. So we're fully bundled up over here, but it's like the first cold day of fall, which I'm like here for. But I was not here for it being 39 degrees Fahrenheit when I woke up this morning to go take the dogs on a walk. But other than that, it's a lovely, beautiful, sunny day. Just cold, just so cold. But welcome on in, everybody. Lovely to have y'all out here. If you over on the YouTube side to do a little cheeky like button right there, I do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Anima, how we doing? TK Ander, how we doing? Yentel, what's going on? Nana Justice, what's up?
Pleased to meet you.
Mia, Spotty or Yeti, Nate, Milan, hello. Blitzen, what's up? Miss May, hi. Olivia, welcome on in. Charlotte, how we doing? Thank you so much for the 30 months. I do appreciate that. Also, Anna, thank you for the 5 gift members before stream for the early stream, gang. I do appreciate that. Thank you so very much. And Jukebox Jen with the gift sub as well. Thank you.
Pleased to meet you.
Sparrow, how we doing? Red Star, what's up? Hi. When is the next fantasy SMP stream gonna be? Probably when I get back from my
Pleased to
trip.
meet you.
So like 2 weeks. I leave tonight. Mia, hello. Hi. Yeah, so I
Pleased to
packed
meet you.
last night for the most part, but then I have to do like the day of packing, you know, that you can never really do beforehand because it's like stuff that you use. So I have to do all that today, and then I need to, and then we're going to the airport tonight. So after stream, I'm kind of like finishing all that, and then I'm out of here, man. Are you excited for the new update? You know, I've been thinking about the new update since it came out, and I think all my feedback that I gave at this after Minecraft Live is still the same. I love every feature that they have. There's the only things that I have a big gripe with right now is I don't like that the pale oak leaves, when you take them out of the pale garden biome, are no longer pale leaves. They become green. But then the moss, the pale moss hanging from them, stays pale. So I don't like that. That's
Pleased
a
to
big
meet you.
that's a big miss for me. But I love the new pale oak wood. The logs are beautiful. The white planks are beautiful. All that stuff. That's going to be amazing to work with. Like today on stream, I honestly, like, I didn't know if I was really going to stream either today, just because there's a lot of stuff going on and my throat's been a little sore still. So I was like, you know what? Maybe we'll just get on and build some custom trees today. And then I was thinking, and I was like, will
Pleased to
birch
meet you.
trees transition? Because right now we use birch fences in them and diorite walls. I wonder if it's going to look better to see them with the white pale oak fences, because that could be cool. Do you want to kill the creaking? I don't really care about the creaking right now. The creaking to me right now is just a mob to avoid, like the warden. I have no desire to fight a warden. I have no desire to even bother dealing with one. Music's very loud. I've turned it down a ton already. But yeah, I don't, the same kind of goes for the creaking right now. I just don't really, a lot of people said that not everything in Minecraft needs a purpose when I've tweeted out saying that, or I mentioned something about, I don't know if I tweeted or if it was on the stream or whatever, but I mentioned something about I wish the creaking had a drop. But there's not really, I guess there's also not really a way to continuously spawn them, because you can clear a pale garden forest of creaking if you think about it. If they only spawn based off of a creaking heart, if you remove the creaking hearts of the entire pale garden forest, you've removed the mob. Like, the mob will no longer exist there. So unless there's a way of pale oak trees converting over time to have more creaking in them, they just don't really exist if you think about it. Like, there's a possibility to completely remove them from a biome, which then I was thinking about. I was like, that's probably good that hostile mobs still spawn in there, you know? Because if they didn't spawn, the creaking or the pale garden, you remove the creaking from it and it's going to be a fully spawn proof biome. Like, you're instantly have a spawn proof area for a base if hostile mobs didn't spawn. So the fact that creepers and zombies and skeletons and all that still spawn, it's fine. Hey Pix, how you doing? Welcome on in. I'll see you in 48 hours. Something like that. I don't know. I was chatting with Scott this morning and I was just like, I feel like I'm so spoiled. Like, I see everybody at TwitchCon and now I'm gonna come out and 2 weeks later gonna see everybody again. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. I saw you started a Dark Souls 1 playthrough. Good luck on that. That's one I've never finished. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Who have I missed over here? Charlotte, thank you for the 30 months. I think I got you already. Yentl, thank you so much for the 30 months as well. Anna Ross with the 24 months with the 2 years. Congrats on the new tree. Juliet with the 4 months. Heather, thank you for the member. And Raven with the 16 months. Haven't got a stream for a bit. Finally got to play with my dad with Create Mods. I've been hanging out more with him. Chat, remember to like and subscribe. Hey, that's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm playing Dark Souls 1. It's fun so far. Nice. I did like Dark Souls 2 and 3, and then I tried going back to 1, and I was like, the directionality of like the movement, I was like, I can't do it. But it works out. Yeah, the official Hermitcraft recap man is here. That's definitely what he's known for. That's definitely the big thing he's known for. That's his actual name. Pixelriffs is just a cover up. Dude, I'm sure going from Elden Ring back, that's a bigger trip, because even Dark Souls 2 and 3 were a little they were still kind of they're not as smooth. Elden Ring is such a step up. That, oh man, I'm so excited to see if they make something again in the future. Like, I will fully dive into that. Halfway through my 6-hour art studio class. Whew, that's a long class, but hopefully it's fun. Yeah, all in all though, for the new update, for those who were asking earlier, I'm excited about it. I think it's all pretty cool. Pix, I'm actually curious. I don't know if you've chatted about it yet, but what do you think of the new leaves? I don't know if you were here when I was talking about them earlier, but with if you look at the village tour that they did, you can see the green pale garden or pale oak leaves in the background. I was kind of hoping that they stayed in that gray color, but I'm curious to know what you think, or in general what everybody else thinks too. So because I don't know if I'm alone on that, but I was really like, I thought a gray leaf type could be so cool, but it could be fun. But, you know, we'll see where it goes. For now, speaking of trees, I designed this oak tree a little while ago. Absolutely love the thing. It turned out really, really cool, and I like how it turned out. We have a lot of trees over here that we've been working on slowly on streams. Oh, I'm still up here. Let me move back down. Whee! Okay, we'll go to there. That works. I haven't looked at the texture too closely. I sort of assumed they copied oak leaves because it's actually unique texture. It looks more like a mangrove leaf, to be honest. Let me see. I can actually probably pull it up. Minecraft pale garden. Actually, let me see. Where's the Minecraft live? Did they Dude, that was only a 30-minute show. That's kind of nuts. No, yeah, is it really 30 minutes? Wow. Okay, so they split the show into multiple parts. Where do they have the live show out still? They do. No, they cut it off. Where'd they cut it? They actually cut the last part of the video. No, they didn't. Wait, what? What's going on here? Because they have, let me see this. Let me bring y'all on the monitor. They have this right here, which they have for the pale garden, like, so you can see the leaves being a different texture. Or I guess they are kind of like oak leaves, are they? Hold up. Oak leaf. Where's oak leaf? You're an oak leaf. No, they're a little different. Okay, so they're different from an oak leaf, but what I wanted to see let me see if I can find it. Where would it be? Doesn't it come through here? No, because this is, and then am I just blind? Am I blind? I thought they had a... Where's the village showcase part? They cut that out of the Minecraft Live. I guess I can pull up my live stream. We can see it in there. Yeah, let me pull up mine real quick. There we go. Because they had, here. There we go. Yeah, they cut it out. Okay, yeah, okay, so I guess they did the developer show. Here we go. There's a good shot of it. That's the pale leaf in non-pale garden biomes. It's uploaded separately on their video page. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah. I don't like that, like that and that are so contrasty. I wish that the leaves stayed that pale color. I thought it'd be cool to have another leaf type that's not biome specific, but pale oak leaves definitely should have stayed pale. Bare minimum a desaturated version of other biomes. Yeah, I feel like it. I think that would have added more variety to the game, because I don't think this is like what I want is that this should be the dark oak leaf. I think they should replace dark oak trees with this leaf because it's a unique texture. And then turn that pale. Like that's my ideal state. But I'm fine with the pale garden leaf color staying in the biome, especially with unique leaf texture. Yeah, it is a unique leaf texture, but I kind of like, because let's hear, we can go back in game. That's all I wanted to show in there. But if you go to dark oak leaves, I've slightly hue shifted them to be darker, but if I take off my texture pack, they're the same. Like that to me, like that's dark oak and regular oak leaf right there, which is I always find as a bummer. Like I wish it was different. Yeah, I think they have an opportunity to do a great change here, and I'm really gonna try and push it. Like this is one where I'm gonna be calling out or call out the phone and be like, hey, for the people I know at Mojang that are on the dev team, little question, small question here, have we thought about, and then see what we can do with that. I think I'm gonna send the feedback along and let them do what they want to do, but I'm definitely wanting to see if it's possible to be changed. I will say I am excited to see what the white fences that we're getting will look like here, because we could change these out to be the pale oak fences for the birch trees that I make. And I think that could help, but I also kind of like the contrast of it looks like a newer growth off the tree when it's coming up here. So, I don't know. I'm interested to see. I thought my sound was off for some reason. It's because we turned it down a good amount. So we're doing all the digging. Hey, Joppa, do a leaf, please. Yeah, I think we just all... No, don't add at him, actually. Please don't spam at him. That's a great way to have it never happen. But, yeah, like, maybe we could do it. What about a blackwood? I would prefer more midtones, because I find for me, blackstone is just a little too dark for a lot of things, so I tend to not use it. But you get into you get the grays of the deep slates, like that's where I tend to think like, okay, this is a little bit better, because that's just very, very dark. And if I can show you. I'm going to the creative world because I don't know where I'm logged out in the survival world. I think I have one roof in here that is blackstone. No, that's deep slate tile. Okay, just give it a sec to load. We got a lot of loading in here to do. But yeah, so we have a blackstone roof right there, and I guess it doesn't stand out too much, but it definitely, because it has the deep slate next to it, I guess we have another one right down there, but that's a good mix. I just think blackstone's a little too dark, So if we were to get another wood type, I would want like a light gray. Like if we could get a wood type that would have like planks and things, honestly, that's like near light gray wool, like that would be sick. Like that could be so cool. Because if we're getting the white wood, that's a little bit darker than this. Like it's kind of, you take the darker colors out of there is my assumption of what the pale wood's going to look like. And then we can kind of do that with, if they were to do that here, I think that would be better. I think there's a lot of, because I mean, if you look at planks, we've got a lot of options in here so far. And the closest we have to a gray right now is warped wood. And that's really not even that close. And I know some people are using the cherry planks as a white for now. So like, I would love to see just a little bit of the shifting happening in there. And getting some more gray options for planks. I think it'd be cool, mostly because I want the fences, mostly because I want more fences. Because like in here, I tried cherry on these instead of using birch, just to, from a distance, it kind of works, but up close, it definitely just appears pink. So I don't know. We'll have to play that by ear and see where, I mean, obviously it's not we're not making the decision. We can just hope, but yeah, like I think I might come back through here and replace that with pale. Like I might redo a lot of those trees, or maybe just for the future's sake, these can stay as is. But yeah, for those who missed it, I did give a preview of this in the last survival stream that we did. We're starting to dig out that in the stream, like the base area. But this is going to be, when I get back from my vacation, I got a bunch more city houses planned out that I'm going to start building. And depending on how much time I have, I might start that side of the street too, but we'll see. Because I want to figure out I need to figure out the road system throughout here, because I think it's going to be I need to figure out a house that's going to come through here, and I don't really want a pathway going back that way because that'd make it really skinny. So I think that's going to literally like butt up against the corner, fill up that entire space, and then maybe this path will connect through down to here. That could be kind of cool. And then it's definitely going to be going off this way. And I really just need to figure out where the roads and everything are going to go before I start laying out more houses and really lock myself in. That's going to make it a lot more difficult. So we'll have to figure that out as we're going. But I am pretty happy with how this one came together. These just feel so crammed on top of each other just for being in the corner, literally using every inch of space that we can. But I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm happy with how they came together. Absolutely love the trapdoors. Dude, those trapdoors, oh my God, they're so good. I don't think they will replace spruce trapdoors, but they will be very, very heavily used.
Pleased to meet you.
That's what I'm going with. That's my official comment. Spruce trapdoor, still goated, but not, yeah, I don't know. It's still going. Let's go with some birch. I want to work on a birch tree now because I've been wanting to build more birch trees recently. And I think we can make something kind of fun. I don't know if I really want to use walls and slabs. I kind of was starting to do some of those in the new tree over here, but I guess we could. Let's just, yeah, maybe the shadows will help bring it together. Let's do this, and then we'll do diorite of these, and that would give us all the options we have here. But oak trees are kind of like tall and spindly, so I'm trying to design an aesthetic iron farm in my survival world. Any tips? I designed mine in a way that it had a fully spawn-proof roof around it, and it's kind of sitting in a ruined tower, so it made sense for like buttons and everything. The hardest part about an iron farm is because you can make them really tiny now. At least on Java, you can make them in like a 6x6x5 area, or 6x6x7, I think. So if you can get that, then it's pretty nice. And yeah, so just making sure everything's spawn proof is the kind of pain in the butt part. B-Dubs just uploaded a cool tree too, almost with apparently 10,000 leaves. I mean, I believe it. There's a lot of leaves that go into these trees. I kind of want to do one of those oak trees that's like two growing into each other. Like it's kind of like it, you know what I mean? You know? Yeah, you know. Yeah, you know. where it's kind of like two that are sharing a similar space, I think could be fun. So let's just start plotting out where some branches are going to go. See, like that, and then we'll thicken up these and change them up and move things around as we need to. And we'll change it out a lot for walls and stuff. A V-shaped birch. I mean, it's going to be like two trees that are kind of growing right next to each other that'll look like one tree, but Minecraft will make it look like one tree for sure. So, is what it is. My friends over on the YouTube, if you could leave a like on the stream, I very much do appreciate it. So thank you everybody who's done it so far. I appreciate y'all. And then this, I think, is probably going to keep going up a little bit farther. We can have this one split out too. We really need to get trees with yellow and orange leaves. Well, if we fight for the gray leaves right now, then there's a chance to get the rest. Start the precedent. Jessica, thank you so much for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like an aspen tree. Kind of like a birchy looking aspen tree, yeah. Kind of like a paper birch, more so, I guess, would be the... And then we can kind of start doing a little bit more like this. Yeah. Actually, I want to bring this up a little bit more. We need wisteria trees in the future too. Mojang needs to take notes. Is that with like the blue leaves? I don't know how much I really care about getting the big old, like the blue leaves and everything that you see in a lot of mod packs. They just look a little too off to me. I don't really get the whole mystical vibe out of them that I think they're intended to give. They just kind of look weird, in my opinion. But maybe. Could be kind of cool.
Pleased to meet you.
Ah, I broke the fence gate. I think one thing I started learning is that like ending the leaves pointing upwards helped a lot. Like having a little up shift to them kind of worked out pretty well. Do a little something like that. And the branches are very much growing out because they're trying to occupy more sun space that would be coming through the canopy. So trying to make sure we get that in here too. No, I want that. Sure, let's do that. Ryan, thank you so much for the 32 months. Maybe we should push for dyeable leaves. I don't really want... Dyeable leaves would be cool, but at the same time, which leaf gets dyed? Do we just go dyeable oak leaves? And then what about spruce leaves? Then people are going to ask for dyeable spruce leaves. And then if we ask for, like, if we keep pushing for more of that, then if you think about how many new blocks that would create, and sure, everybody's going to have the argument of being like, it takes 10 seconds to add a new block to Minecraft, which isn't really true. But if you think about how much development time and how much just purely computer like usage that would take to flood that many new block types into the game, it's not a massive issue anymore, but it's definitely something to note. So you'd either be picking and choosing which types of leaves actually get to have their dyeable leafness to them, or some are just going to be left behind, which nobody would be happy about that. So I think the dyeable leaves is not the, in my opinion, not the best route to go, mostly because it just would cause a lot of headache for people. Yeah, maybe. General RB, thanks so much for 3 months. What YouTubers do you watch in your free time? I see you taking some inspiration for B-dubs, but more you like to watch. I don't really, I'll be honest, I haven't watched a Minecraft video in a few months. Like I actually mostly have just been like finding stuff online and like taking inspiration from, I guess I've been hanging in like Germsy Boy's stream. He does a good job of building and kind of taking real life stuff and turning it into like something in Minecraft. So I like that a lot. But I haven't really taken inspiration from B-dubs, but I think what it is that our building styles have been fairly similar. And then I think where he gets a lot of the inspiration from is the bakery builders, because they're kind of like, the bakery is like the top Minecraft building group right now, I would say. And I know B-dubs takes a lot of inspiration from them. And I think I'm also taking inspiration from them just by byproduct of kind of seeing the way that they get the references and where they all do that, and how I'm like training my brain to think how they think when they're building, and looking into color theory and all of that for builds. And so I think by product of that, it's making things look a little similar, but not in like a negative way of, ooh, B-dub's bad or anything like that. But yeah, no, I haven't really taken very much inspiration from him. But I think what it is the reason why I'm saying this is so many people are like, oh, everybody copies B-dubs, he's the one who made it all. When in reality, he's actually not. The bakery actually invented a lot of those building techniques.
Nice to meet you.
And he got them from them. So I just want to say, if we're like talking people copying each other's build styles or anything like that, we need to be accurate about where we give the credit to for where it originally came from. So you can't just say, oh, I saw it in a B-dubs video, he invented it. You have to go back and look at where he gets his inspiration from. If you watch some of his stuff, he constantly has been talking about how he goes and like gets inspiration from the bakery. And I think he was on one of their like big spawn build projects recently. I think he partook in that to learn a little bit more from them as he was going. So just don't be my favorite YouTuber obviously is the one who invented the thing. Like, that's not a great way to go about things. So not calling you out or anything, just kind of just providing information. Famous YouTubers aren't the only builders. Yeah. Now, if you want to learn how to build, I would say the best builder in Minecraft right now, at least in color theory, is probably Snarple. They mostly post on Instagram, but they are next level. Like, their color theory and just the ability to put blocks together to make it work is just insane. It is mind-blowing. And they work on a scale that I never want to work at because it's just so much going on. But if you're looking for the top of the top Minecraft builders right now, you got to check out Snarple. No, I don't even want to try and take the claim of being the best builder in Minecraft. I love what I make and I love what my stuff is, but no, there's a lot of people who are a lot more talented than I am. I think the thing that separates me apart is I have the ability to like bring builds together, and also just the content creator aspect. A lot of the really, really amazing Minecraft builders don't have what they have in building skills, they don't really have, or they don't have the practice in like creating a fun video or something like that. The same way as you have the really, really technical Minecraft YouTubers who make these beautiful, amazing redstone farms, and they publish it, and their video gets 20 views, and then somebody like Shulkercraft sees it and says, ooh, I'm gonna make a tutorial on this person's redstone farm, and then Shulkercraft gets 300 million bajillion views on it just because they know how to make a better video. And then everybody's like, oh my god, Shulkercraft, they're the most amazing technical Minecraft YouTubers ever. When in reality, they haven't. I think they've maybe invented like 3 or 4 things, but everything else they have is just some small YouTuber that they've taken the video from and just watched their video and broke it down into easier to follow steps and made a new video.
Pleased to meet you.
Redstone itself gets you less views in general. See, the weird part is that some of my like technical farm videos, and I'm not a technical farm maker, but they get good views. Like the drowned farm, dude, I keep going back to it. The drowned farm video that I made, just that giant disgusting tank of water, that thing is like one of my most viewed videos of the summer that was like uploaded this year. Like I don't get it, dude. If you ever ask me of a drowned farm that I made that is just mass amounts of scaffolding and obsidian and glass would be one of my most popular videos of the summer, I would have bet so far against that. I thought that video was just a throwaway. I just need to get it done, and now it's done great. Stam, thank you so much for the 5 months, my dude. Did I not get like 4 months like a day ago? I mean, maybe you time traveled, I don't know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. Didn't you resub for 6 months? Yeah, that was like last week. I don't know. Somehow, hopefully that doesn't take a month of your sub away. Novus and Nebula, thank you so much for the 11 months, almost a year, and looking forward to a new tree. Ooh, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. General RV, thank you so much for the 3 months. I got you already, but thank you again. Redstone is outside your usual. Yeah, but you know, it's done. The thing is that it's done really, really well in like the YouTube algorithm. That's the funny part, is that it's like my build videos are not pushing in the algorithm right now, which is a bummer because that's what I love doing. But yeah, no, the Redstone video just sent it. It just went. We need to figure out how to break these things up a little bit more. Maybe just bring that forward. This come up to there. I've been liking doing shapes of leaves recently, like having a little, like these little V's. I find that helps a lot, and then you layer them and just add airiness to it. Like you can kind of do something right there, but I'm almost thinking like this, be like that. It's getting there. I like the shape of this one. I think it's kind of cool. But I am thinking that this could be kind of fun for this one to be a little bit skinnier. Just fully going up. This is my birch tree. It's all made out of diorite. Potentially because it perhaps taps into a greater audience than people who just want to watch your builds. Yeah, that's true. That's probably fair. I think it's the same thing with when my series was new. I was getting a lot of views on the hardcore world because everybody was like, oh my gosh, new hardcore series to watch. And now they're like, all he does is build. And I'm like, yeah, but they're good builds, so you should watch. And then they're like, no. Okay. Bakery stuff is so god level that in a way it becomes more inaccessible than people like you and B-dubs. Oh no, that's true. It's the same thing with, that's why I brought up the Redstone idea of Shulker Craft's channel being so successful, is because they can break it down into a way that the average Minecraft player can understand it. The thing is that, like, Logical Geek Boy was a really good friend of mine back in the day. Haven't chatted with him for a good while, but that man was the pioneer of creeper farms for a while. Like, his claim to fame was that he was, every single time an update came out, he found out a way to make a better creeper farm. Like, that's what he did, and he did a really, really good job at it. And the farms were amazing. I built so many of them because, like, I had the ability to chat with him, and he would help me figure out how to make said creeper farm and like what I needed to do for it. And that was great because he could give me the TLDR of it all. But then you'd watch his videos and it'd be like a 30-40 minute video where he'd be breaking down the first bit of, here's how I found the research to do this, here's the differences, here's the test cases I made, blah, 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 blah. And here's 20 minutes of my research of how I came to the conclusion of this being the best creeper farm ever. And then he would post, and then the last 10 minutes would be, here's how to build the creeper farm. And every single time, without fail, somebody like Shulkercraft would come along and say, cut the first 20 minutes, here's how to build the creeper farm, make the thing, go, you're done, you get your gunpowder. And those videos would get so many more views, which is unfortunate because Logical Geek Boy was extremely talented. And he deserved the recognition for the stuff, but somebody just said, no, the average Minecrafter doesn't care about the technicality of how you got the thing to do the thing that it does. They just want the thing to do the thing. And so they would just follow the tutorial that showed you how to make the thing do the thing. And then that's all they cared about. They didn't care about the explanation for all of it. So it made it a lot more difficult for him to find a lot more like generalized Minecraft views. He had a good like niche community of the technical side, but it's yeah, it's the same in building tutorials and whatnot, is that I can make a build tutorial on how to do all these cool technical stuff, blah blah blah, like all these cool build tricks and everything, and really just show how to be a better builder, and it won't do well at all on views, because somebody's going to make a tutorial that says, here's how to build this house. Place this block here, place this block there, then place this block over here, and then turn the corner and repeat that again down this way, and then do it 3 more times while over here, and then wow, your starter base is done. And the people that follow build tutorials, that's the type of content that they want. They don't want somebody to explain build theory to them. They want somebody, the same way that like Snarple had an amazing video, absolutely amazing, on color theory. And it's one of the best building tutorial videos I've ever seen. But if I wasn't a builder, it would be so over my head that I wouldn't even learn anything from watching it. So it's like, it's really an advanced tutorial that's just not really super accessible to new people. And I know I'm talking a lot of crap towards Shulkercraft and everything like that. And I've watched some of her videos because I'm the same way. I don't really care about the technicality behind the farm. I just want the farm to work. But they are a good example of why a lot of the people that are really, really technical, are really, really skilled. Like somebody said that like the bakery people are inaccessible because they're so good at what they do that it's hard for people at the lower levels who are just aren't that knowledgeable yet to really understand what's going on, which is fair. It's the same thing that like, I think one of the only reasons Shovel is a really successful YouTuber is it's not the quality of his builds, it's his ability to tell a story. His builds are amazing. His builds are beautiful. But he makes his videos as if the thing that he is spending 300 hours making this grand build that's absolutely absurd and massive, that's the background detail of the build. That's the background detail of the video. Like he's not there to make a building video. He's not there to show how the build came together. He's there telling the story of how he made the build, and that sets his videos apart from a lot of other builders. Grayson did like a building class the other day. It was really fun to join in and learn their way of building. Yeah, Grayson's really talented too, but yeah, it's the same thing there of just, yeah, I think a lot more builders are starting to come into that scene of people are seeing like what Shovel's done and how successful they've been in their videos, and that side of like not really just like here's a big time lapse of build happening, like here's the journey of how the build came together. Like that's the important stuff. What do we think about this tree? I know I'm kind of breaking up from the conversation, but I almost kind of want to like bend that a little bit more. I also don't want to redo all of it. Yeah, that kind of works. I kind of like that opening in there. It's a good tree. I'm learning so much just watching you make trees. I mean, I think this is like, if you actively want to learn how to build better, just watching somebody build, like that's how you do it. Because that's how you pick up on little tricks and tips that, like, when people ask me like, hey fWhip, can I have build tips? My brain goes blank because I have to be in the moment thinking about what I'm doing to be able to do it. But I mean, just like, yeah, I can say, oh yeah, make your trees airy, like add some air within the leaves and everything. But how to do that in a way that doesn't look like a grid is difficult to do, and it's hard to really explain that to people. No, I don't like that. We'd have to go down to here. Maybe? I've got to find time to do more trees. Miss Major gave me a short tree building session a few weeks ago, and I just need to find the time to build more. Yeah, trees are time consuming, and we're like 45 minutes in the stream, probably 30 minutes into this one tree. I really hate like the channels should say, here's how to build this house, noob versus pro versus god. That was just a trend for a while, and some people haven't moved beyond the trend. But yeah, I'm with you. I feel like I need more leaves on this. Like I feel like it's... Do we?
Pleased to meet you.
I really like this birch tree. I think this one looks nice. And I like this small shadow it casts. I guess maybe we do... I don't know, chat. What are we thinking? Let's clone. Let's move him out here on his own so we can get a better vision.
Pleased to meet you.
How do we feel about it as a tree? I want to add a little highlight to the leaf color. I'm thinking some acacia could be good on top. Like a little tiny bit of acacia, and maybe I think spruce is gonna be too dark. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of spruce. We can do like a little like acacia just to show some like new growth signified up to the top. Azalea is gonna be too bright. Ooh, but azalea we don't get a color shift in biomes, whereas we will on this. Azalea's too bright. I think I like the acacia. Yeah, you know, it's this section right here I don't like, and I think we need another branch coming out like right here, just a little guy. Even if it's just a dead one, we just need to show that something existed in that space. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I've got it. Some specks of light. Aside from the world edit mod, what mods do you use in your hardcore world? My hardcore world, like the world itself, is fully just vanilla survival with a few tiny things that I don't really use anything that modifies gameplay.
Keep it real.
Outside of, I guess, technically horse buff modifies gameplay. Yeah, because we can just do a little guy like that, and that fills the space. And do we want leaves on it? Denisha, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. How are we doing today? Hello, hello, hello. We are planting trees. Well, we are building trees to then plant in the future. Just chilling out, having a good old stream over here. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Red Star, thank you so much for the 5 months as well. I've learned a lot from watching your streams and videos. You helped me grow as a builder. Thanks for making content. Hey, thanks so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. And Dr. Robbins, thank you so much for the 3 months, my dude. I appreciate it as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're working on this birch tree right here, right now. It's, yeah. I'm not loving it, but I think I'm okay with it. I'm trying to channel my inner Bob Ross of not everything in nature needs to be perfect. And sometimes nature just do the way that it do. It be the way that it is. So we're gonna try and just do that right now. Throwing in a few little bits for some color variety in the leaves. We don't really have any over here. Oh, we have some up top. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, perfect. That's looking pretty good. Making happy little trees, exactly. That... It looks like a tree from a distance. Like, that looks like a tree. And I like that it's not just like a round top. I like that it kind of comes up and back down and then up and over. Like, I think it's got a lot of interesting shape
Pleased
to it.
meet you.
So I think that's pretty good. All right, let us clone this dude. We must move it over. Trying to make sure I line it up. It is. We lined up? Nope, one more. Ah. Oh, what the heck was that? That was weird. This content is really branching out. Okay, Vincent, I see how it's going. Minecraft 1030, how we doing with the 67 months, my dude? Not only do you got one of the first sub badges now, but a tier 2 for 67 months. I can barely remember what I did last week, let alone 5 years ago. For reference, this time 5 years ago, we're 2 months into 1.14's Village and Pillage update and 3 months away from 1.15's Buzzy Bees update. How time... Oh, thank you so very much for all the support, my friend. I've been seeing your little first badge in chat again. Lovely to have you. One of the OGs. Dude, all right, I think... so you... How many more months until I need to get a new tree? Otherwise, you're stuck with a badge that you shouldn't have. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. I gotta get that badge commission. Holy cow, I gotta make sure that happens. Can't leave you hanging. No, because you're at... Because 48 months is... No, you are. You already passed it. Oh, geez. Okay, I need to... I'll see if I can get Oxy to do it while I'm away. We gotta get you that badge, because I think what badge do you have right now? What's that one? Is that the... You got the 2-year badge, and then yeah, we've got a... All right, I think I owe a new badge now. I think you're many months past it. Okay, so we got this one in here. I also want to make like a small little tiny spindly one, because we have big birch. We got big birch. They're all kind of the same. Oh my god, it's... Dude, I don't know how, but I have like this... Yeah, I just saw the purple tree and I was like, I can't remember what that is. Oh, He's got the 4-year badge. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, no, I definitely owe a tree. I definitely owe a badge. Yeah, how did I do this? We're at 20, so this is 27 blocks tall, and this one is also 27 blocks tall. And also, this one is 27 blocks tall. This one is 27 blocks tall. This tree is 27 blocks tall. That one's just a recreation of that one, so that's also 27. Apparently I have a height of tree that I like. Oh my god, is that one too? No, that one's one higher. Whew! Okay, I thought I was... Wait, no, what do we got? Okay, 30, okay, yeah. I guess I have a preferred height for my trees. 27 is just a good number, yeah. We got another 27 blocks high club member for our trees. That's so funny. Otzi with the 25 months. Love seeing the creative build side of the creation of the city and world. Remember to toss a like to your fWhipper. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. That's okay, so do we go with an even taller birch tree to kind of set that apart, or do we do like a small little guy? I think we kind of go with the small one, like bigger than this. No, I'm thinking like really little. Maybe like this. Like that. Like that. That's our whole tree right there. It could work. And we can have a little like dead branch right off there. No, I don't like that. That's not the same height. Dead branch off here. There. Sapling time. I really want to get through and like make a bunch of like really tiny little saplings. That'd be fun. Will you do a custom Pale Garden biome when it comes out? I think we will. I think we'll do something in the Pale Garden. I think it could be kind of fun to find one of the biomes and re-envision it and how I want to. I think that could be a really cool challenge. I think I want to add like more like ominous elements to it. Like I think there needs to be, you said like water pools. You could add, I'm curious what the watercolor is. I never really noticed. Never really looked when it was being shown. I don't like that because that makes that. Those feel too connected. So let's add that in and that should separate it. Dead branch is now live branch. Maybe? Honestly, that's not a bad little tree. That ain't half bad. Kinda cute. We did forget to top that guy off though, so that's... There we go. That'll help to thicken it. I don't like that we have like this angle coming down there though. This needs to get a little bit more. You like that? I don't like that because that's the same, and that adds just a little bit more variety there. When Pale Garden release? They did announce that there's a second Minecraft Live coming next year. So my guess would be Pale Garden will most likely be out before the next Minecraft Live, which is supposed to be sometime early mid next year. Like before summer. So my guess is we're probably going to see the Bundles of Bravery update very soon, because they've been teasing those features forever. And I'm hoping the Pale Garden could potentially be before Mojang goes on holiday break. Otherwise, it's probably like a February. So I'm hopeful for the before holiday break, which would be like an early December release. Not really exactly like holiday vibes, but like if they timed that with like a Halloween release, oh dude, Mojang would be raking in gameplay. Everybody would be like, yeah, I gotta go to the Pale Garden now. Yeah, I think when the Pale Garden releases, we'll probably set up an outpost out there and live in it and like build some, probably like transform the biome and make some castle or something in there. Almost as oh my god, I got it. I know the build. I already got it. Nobody take this from me. I'm claiming this now. If you take it, copyright strike on you. Even if you do it your own way, copyright strike. We're gonna go back to what I originally planned to do in Empire Season 1 and build like a Dracula inspired Castlevania castle. And we could do that as like because it was, if you watch the Castlevania, like the Netflix, the season 1 that they had, they portrayed Dracula as kind of like an inventor, and maybe we can make it as like his invention went wrong, and that's what caused the Pale Garden to break. I'll write that down. I'm writing it. I'm writing it down. You can't write it down. I'm writing it down right now. Because then we can have the creaking make sense for why they're there. They're like some crazy thing that spawned in from the invention going wrong. We need a vampire fWhip plushie? Yeah. What if I built it 1 week before your video comes out? No, Spider, sorry. Even if you're first, I'm still copywriting you. That's actually the welcome to YouTube. This needs to come down. I don't like that. That's a... Look at the little guy. I kind of love. He's just a little guy. We're going to do that. That's fine. We don't need a birch in there. One less inventory item to take around. And now because it's a youngin', he's got a little highlight streak. These are all young leaves. It's a baby tree. Yeah, easy. And it's kind of like a little sporadic, explaining how it's it's just growing. It's figuring itself out. So the fact that the leaves are a little sporadic, it's kind of giving mushroom. It's kind of like mushroom, snake. But I think it's fine. But now we do actually have all the leaves at the same level again. So this guy being the lowest branch, we're gonna do that, and that'll bring it down. Yeah. This one is also all at the same level, so we can do the same here. How's your day going? No complaints so far. Got up, worked out, played a little World of Warcraft, and now we here. How can I join you? This is my single player super flat testing world, so it's a private. I'm sorry. Is it 18? So the exclamation point, for those who don't know what it is, means that I still need to make a schematic for it. And then if there's a red exclamation point, it means that I want to update it and make a new schematic. So that, I'm really not happy with the cherry blossom tree over there yet. It's not my vibe. I don't really like, I must say it, I don't like cherry blossom leaves in Minecraft too much. They don't fit my particular vibe that I typically go for. So I don't tend to really build. I don't really tend to use. I love the wood. I just don't really like the leaves. But yeah, this is my super flat testing world that I have used since I started YouTube. Like I've done a few things that are not in this world elsewhere, but like if you've watched the old Building with fWhip series, like this is the original papyrus wall. This was the windmill design. One of my I designed this, but I don't think I ever built it. It was supposed to be like an outdoor seating area that's like covered from the sun, just as a way to get out of the heat and have all open air. This was when I was coming back to re-envision and potentially do something else. The old wine barrels we used at the first winery. This was episode 2. Episode 2 of Building with fWhip. Maybe 3, but we built a tower. The original Castle Bleak Rock wall palette. That's what that was. And then I don't know if I built that guy. Yeah, this was like, these are also OGs over here. This was that first village transformation we did where I found the mending villager. I still love this house, by the way. I think I could clean it up, but I kind of want to revisit the style at some point of doing like these 2-story stone buildings with little wooden attachments. I think could be good. This was... what nether hub was this from? I don't know what nether hub we were making here. I can't remember. It's supposed to be like going in and out other places. A baobab tree would look awesome and an interesting addition to Papyrus. Yeah, I'm waiting for Minecraft to add them because they tease that they'll come into the savannah eventually, but they're also just big boys. I kind of like the coastal palm tree vibe that we have going. I want to start figuring out date trees, like how to make a date tree. I think could be really cool. Here we go. This was the holiday build theme from Building with fWhip that we did up in the mountain range. Anybody remember Decidedly Vanilla? Yeah, that was a cactus I built. Not really sure why, but I did. What else do we got in here? The snow elves, we don't talk about them. There was another Viking build. There was also Decidedly Vanilla, my first ever modern skyscraper building. I think I added another story on top of it, but that was it to house a big cactus farm. And then this over here was the second one that we made. Somebody asked about how to hide an iron farm before. And I had built an iron farm that was up at the top. And then, so that was up here. This was back when iron farms were massive. So that was here. And it would drop down. And then surrounding the iron farm, I had built a sugarcane farm. And I thought this was so cool. So that all of the, it was a sugarcane and iron farm all in one place. And thinking about it now, if I rebuilt it with like a creeper farm on top, like that could be just like a fun project to do. A fully automatic rocket factory that just produces all of its own stuff could be fun. These are all more recent, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's my Santa cookie jar. I can't remember what he was for, but that was my Santa cookie jar that I made. Funny looking tree. Oh, that like frozen one. Yeah, I was trying to think of how to do trees out by the snow elves, and it did not work. These are all hardcore season 1 over here. This was kind of what this area turned into. This was my April Fool's build attempt that never really went anywhere, of the smallest castle you could possibly make that has everything that you need for a castle. So inside you have your moat, you have your garden, or your central well. You have all your furnaces, you have your crafting table, your storage over here, barrels underneath. You got more storage in here. You can use this to open up and get up there, and you can kind of take it if you open... No, I had done it somehow. So you can get on top of the castle. Yeah, I thought this was great. I did it as an April Fool's video, and it didn't go anywhere. You got your brewing stand, you got your ender chest over here, and then you got your bedroom, so you can sleep right there. You flip it, and you're crawling around again. Could have been great. I think I could revision this one day. I feel like this would be a good SMP base. Like if I'm on an SMP again and I need like a little starter base, like making the tiniest possible castle ever could be really, really funny. Could use more barrels as flooring, true. There's an amplified airship right here from the amplified survival world. We have the mansion. This was the first ever video that I did in Building with fWhip outside of a world tour that absolutely popped off. Like that video just did so well. The mansion turned out pretty cool. It makes me want to do more. I miss doing that one. It was the first time I ever tried terracotta, and it looked a lot better in the texture pack I had because I had connected textures. So like these stones would be finished into the terracotta blocks that were around. Never did the interior. I had like started planning it out, but never, it was pretty small in here, so we never really did anything with it. But the garden attachment out back I loved, and then it had like this whole like outdoor walkway thing throughout here to get into like these towers and whatnot. You remember that video? Yeah, that was a long one ago. There was me trying to see what stained glass windows concepts you could come up with in front of these. After I saw B-Dubs like showcased it in a video, I started looking to see what I could do with it. What was this? This was the potion brewery from Amplified Survival. I was gonna do that as a tutorial. I got halfway through recording it. I had it all laid out here, and then I was like, this video sucks, and I deleted it. But so many people asked for a tutorial that I finally was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And I started doing it. I was like, I don't want to do this at all. No. It was my first attempt at a little like steamboat. It kind of turned out fun. I want to redo that. It was very inspired by like Avatar, like Fire Nation. There's hardcore season 3 stuff over there. What else do we got? There's more hardcore season 3. Look at that. There's our town hall. You can see where my building skills have changed from over there, that mess of stuff, to that. It's changed a little bit. What else have we got over here? I'm curious. Yeah, this is my downscaled version of the creeper farm. Speaking of which, when we were talking earlier, I downscaled it so I could design it, and then I was gonna go live design it on the server. That was this decidedly? No, that was source block. And this was gonna be the shop I was gonna open. I still want to, like, this could be a fun build to finish and redo in like a different way, but making a giant enchanting table and then selling enchanted books out of it. I really liked how this book came together. I thought that was fun, but I just never finished it. This was like a little like 7 different house builds tutorial thing that I did of like showcasing build styles. And then one of them actually turned into the source block SMP base that I did. So that's where the base came from there. The idea randomly from that video. These were from the building with fWhip city in there. And what else do we got? A little market stall, a fwishy stand, a play. I think I got this idea from Thomas. And yeah, so I think we got the idea from Thomas, who's one of the longtime mods around here. That I think I saw them do it, and I was like, ooh, I got to give that a shot for making a little traveling play stand. I want to do that again. That'd be fun to do. Brown mushroom. This was me like testing out what the dock idea could look like. That was another build for the front there. Yeah. So much nostalgia. I know, there's so many different ones. This was an old school boat that I had. My first attempt at a statue that I absolutely hated and never put anywhere. This one, I really liked how this turned out. Creating like a vulture. I was going for an eagle and it turned into vulture, so we kept it as a vulture. The original fwish. Nah, the original fwish came from way back in the New Papyrus days because I had a fish farm. So I renamed all of the cooked salmon to fwishy snacks. No, never. I would never steal from my mods. I always ask. And I always give credit to the mods. Ignore the boats. Oh no, there's a few boats over here that are just blockies. No, Blocky straight up sent me a schematic of these. I re-envisioned one and like changed the blocks out just to be a little bit different. I don't think I ever actually built it though. But yeah, no, I just have these here as like a place to pull ideas from when I'm designing my own. These aren't even mine. Those are Blocky's. Blocky just sent them to me. But that ship I designed, that one I designed, that one I designed. I don't really like that one, to be honest though. That one I designed. These I all designed myself. The Wandering Trader airship right here. Any plans to do a Patreon server tour? It's come a long way, especially with the buzz about updating. That could be kind of fun. $100 if you delete the world. Don't tempt me. You gotta show the money and I'll tell you if it's enough. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, it could be kind of fun to do like a holiday Patreon server tour. That could be a fun stream to do during the holiday season this year. That could be a good, just chill, cozy vibes. Ah, old Gobland. I loved this house. This was one of my favorite starter bases I've made. Isn't it great? Huh. I had this and I just kind of... It turned out really well. I loved how that one turned out. I do love that this was the original windmill here that we had. And you can just see the re-envisions of it going through. This one turned out so cool. Show your best build? I don't know, man. I don't really have a best build. I think that's a really good one. I think that's a beautiful build. I really like how that one came together. But I don't know. I do want to eventually like do like some cyberpunky stuff. And like, I love this, the giant F nether portal. These are all from Legacy SMP Season 1, I believe, when I tried a cyberpunk build style. So we have that over there. I think if I did cyberpunk again, I would do it completely differently. But it was pretty cool to do all this. Oh, I don't have the interior in here. Oh, that's so sad. I thought I had built that and designed it. No, my bed and my storage room was in the back of a semi-truck. So that's where my bed was. I put that in the big garage that was right there. So I put that, and I think I put one of these in there too, parked around. And then we did another one in the shopping district for the Wither Rose farm, where we're selling all the diamonds. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Wow, that's kind of fun. Or not selling all the roses for diamonds. Oh, here's the Grimlands. There's the church. There's the storage room. The gift shop. Very important gift shop. What was this one? Is this like a villager tree? Oh, this was the smithy. Yeah, that was for the smiths. I think most of the other stuff I just... Oh yeah, here's the farmers, the farmer trading area. Scott, thank you so much for the raid. We're looking through old builds while designing trees. Welcome on in, everybody. We were just looking at Gobland, and now we're looking at old Grimlands builds right now. Hope you're doing well. The Grimlands OMG, I know. It's been a minute. This was can you believe it? This is the fWhip pickaxe. This is the fWhip sword. This is the fWhip shovel. Don't these textures look amazing? Somewhere around here. I don't know where they are. I think they're gone now. But these were where all the NBT data for how we could make the custom stuff. I was doing all those tests in here. So these used to be the custom armor sets and everything that I had to get proof of concept and all that. And Ollie raid? Did Ollie raid Scott and then Scott's really... No, there's an Ollie raid right after. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Ollie, you wouldn't know this place, but this is the Grimlands. Welcome. Welcome, friends. How many trees have you designed so far on stream today? 2. Then we got distracted, as we do. But that's okay. So many raids today. So many raids. Welcome on in, everybody. Ollie, you would where was it? You'd probably really recognize this one. You spent a lot of time hanging out near this one, so. Do you ever build a manor? Yes. That's in the hardcore world. That's the town hall. Where's the cape? The cage? Oh no, dude, the cage? No, the cage we free-handed. Come on now. There's no pre-plan for the cage. The cage only exists in there. That was a unique cage just for you. Never before seen, never before designed. That was made on the fly. So that was just for you. Typical fWhip activities to get distracted. Yeah, I mean, duh. What do you expect from me? What is going on with the chunk loading here? Distraction. I don't know, man. But welcome on in, everybody. We're working over here today. And getting distracted looking at all these things. This is my super flat testing world that I've had since I started my YouTube channel. So there's things from way back when I first started building things. And there's not everything's in here because I've built a lot of things in different worlds and whatnot. But yeah, we got a good spread of a lot of extra stuff. Empire Season 2. There's the tag thing that we made. What when we did the Hermitcraft crossover. Grian and I were trying to figure out how to write the word tag, and I think that's what we ended up using. It's not a distraction, it's a side quest. Exactly. Well, Ollie, thank you so much for the raid again. Scott, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you both are doing well, and I'll see you both in 2 days. Wee! Rivi Gober, thank you so much for the 2 months. Finally caught another stream. It's like 5 a.m. I'm that Australian who donoed before going to the hospital a while back. I hope you're okay. Well, I guess if you're chatting here, you're probably okay, or at least on the mend being okay, so that's good. What's your favorite structure to build? I like castles. I feel like my favorite structure to build and look at that I made is a castle, but I haven't built too many castles recently. These 2 exclamation points here are trees that we've designed today. So we got a little birch tree right here. We got a big old birch, and we got a little birch right over here. This is my little birch. That's my big birch. That's another big birch. There's another big birch over there, but this is our new big birch. The biggest birch. Actually, it's not. They're all my birch trees all end up at the same height. Apparently, completely unplanned. Fixed it. Now it's taller. Look at that. Oh, we're breaking away from the 27 curse. Oh. Soon you need to design pale garden trees. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. When are you gonna go build Roman/Greek style? I have an island in the hardcore world. I can show y'all. That was a total not distraction. This is a creative copy of the hardcore world, by the way. This is not the actual one. But there is I do a lot of designing in there so I can plan things out. There's this island. So like there is the fishing village that we made. But we have this big old island down here that I've always thought could be really cool to transform. Hello. Load, please. Thank you. A little more loading. A little more. Into some form of like an archipelago. Like cut these rivers out a little bit more, widen them, and then like really widen them, and then turn this into kind of a Greek Isle of sorts, like a Greco-Roman. My Minecraft version of it, like not anything realistic, but I've always thought something like that could be really cool to do. And we have all these other islands like right out here that could be fun to just fill with stuff. So maybe we start with something like this. We could do like an episode transforming this island. Like that's a 1 episode project, and see if we like it. And then we can kind of then tackle like this one, and then like slowly tackle the big boy and move our way over there. Just saw B-Dub's new video about trees, and I see fWhip doing the same, but live. All right, I got it. What's this video titled? Because y'all, that has been brought up so many times. Okay, he just leafed the tree. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. He just leafed the tree that he hasn't leafed yet. Well, my tree has 69,000 azalea leaves on it. So B-Dubs, you're 9,928. You're missing 60,000, friend. No, his tree's probably more proportionally correct. Mine's just a big tree. No, I love this tree, but now that I've actually gotten into building trees and practicing, I would not build that tree the same way again. It's staying there because I'm not redoing it. I'm not redoing that ever, but I would redo the world. I would do the world tree in a different way. B-Dub's got us. Yeah, come on, B-Dubs. Step up the game. You got another 60,000 to go. Grass leak under your tree? No, it's fixed. It's in the hardcore world, it's fixed. Creative copy might not be fixed, but in the main one, it is fixed. Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And then we'll get building another tree. Chat, decide as a group. What type of tree do we build next? Thank you. Let me know when we get back. My stream deck just died. Hopefully it's okay. Oh, my stream deck. It's back alive. Y'all decided on a willow tree? Oh, man. Why we gotta go with a willow tree? Can we do any other type of tree? Any other type of tree than a willow tree?
Pleased to meet you.
That's okay. A fig tree. Oh, I see fig tree. A pine tree. A pine. Like, we're going with like a warm weather pine tree. So not like a not a spruce tree. Renee, thank you so much for the 11 months. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How about a baobab tree?
Pleased to meet you.
Kind of we got these pine trees right here. I've been wanting more of them. Dead tree. I want to see how it'd be built because I want to build one myself. A fig tree. What does a fig tree look like? Incognito mode, fig tree. Hopefully nothing weird pops up. Fig trees are kind of small. Full-grown fig tree. Full-grown Chicago hardy fig tree. No, I don't want a Chicago hardy fig tree. I want a fig tree. Fig tree. From Phoenix, Arizona. What about a full-grown olive tree? Olive trees are pretty cool. See, if we got the pale leaves, even if they're just like partially desaturated, olive trees. Pale oak tree. Olive tree. Huh? A sequoia would be cool, much taller than 27 blocks. Yeah, that'd be a big boy. I'm trying to think of trees that I will actually build in the world. As much as I want to design like this massive like 80 block tall tree, like I love the redwood Scar made. Beautiful. Those are some of the most amazing trees I've ever seen. But I don't see myself actually like building a whole forest or anything out of those. And I think one-off, they just wouldn't work in my world, in the build styles that I do. I think the way Scar put them together, amazing. They're so good. But I think in terms of this, in this world, I don't know. I see olive trees. We can't really build yet because we need those. A banyan tree. Aren't these big boys? Yeah. Oh, I'm not even going to attempt that yet, I'll be honest. That pale moss, though, could make that pretty possible. That could be cool. Mineral tree. Never heard of a mineral tree. No, that's a company, actually. Did you just got me. I was like, what's a mineral tree? Wild. Yeah, orange trees are pretty small. Like I need a tree that's like a good size. Ponderosa, what the heck? Do I want to Google that? Ponderosa pine tree. Okay, thank you. We can Google that. That's a big boy. Yeah, that's a kind of cool tree. Not me with a WoW video pulled up in the background. Oh no, what is it? No, that was just the old thing. It's just a WoW. I was like, oh no, I left a WoW video up on my Minecraft stream. These are pretty. Wait, this is a pretty tree. Yeah, let's do one of these. I like this guy. We're going to go off of this because you can see his shape in there. And that's kind of cool. Let's open image because I don't want to open the link. Yeah, look at that tree. You see, he kind of like goes up a bit. Then he has got a hard chop that kind of comes down on one side a bit. And then he goes up, and it's almost like a fish shape. It's a spearhead or like a salmon. or like a squishy shaped tree, but then like little divots coming back in, so you know. Sad no dragon blood tree for eggs. Eggs, that sounds a little different. Or a little difficult. Hoping you'll do a willow tree sometime in the future in an area so I can squeal. I've tried willow trees and I've never made one that I like. I've never made a willow tree that I actually like the look of. And I think that's a me problem. Like I think that's like a I gotta figure out how to do that. But I have not figured out how to do that. Let's see where I put this. Honestly, that's kind of what these guys are. These dudes in here, they're kind of like that pine tree. The Pinus ponderosa. It's spelled this way. This is the genetic name of the tree, by the way. What I just typed in game there. So like get your mind out of the gutter. We're talking about nature here.
For asking.
No, actually, just we're talking about trees. We're talking about trees.
Actually, what made me become a member, and your content has been a huge comfort through my chronic illness ever since less than 3.
Hey, Rivi, thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate it. This last stream I done is actually what made me your genuine care last stream. Oh, well, hey, I appreciate you sticking around and glad to hear. Hopefully, I mean, chronic illness is never fun, but hopefully it's manageable. You know, good luck. You got it. Hopefully, if anything, these streams can be a little break and a little distraction from all of it. Okay, what are we doing? I'm trying to look at the tree. So the thing is that we only have these leaf options. It makes it a little difficult when we're coming in, like trying to make all these different unique trees. Also, I did do this guy. Love. I want to do more of those. I did add like mud brick in there. I don't know how I feel about it. So on this, we did acacia leaves, which I really love these trees. It's kind of like the same, I guess. Looking at that, these might be a little bright, but I think we're going to go with probably the same palette. No, of that. It's almost a little bit more whitewashed though. Sorry, thinking time. Yeah. Attempting to type time. What if a willow tree in the future in a park you do in a new city/village? Oh, shush my willow talk after this. I mean, yeah, I want to figure out how to make willow trees. I just don't know how to make a good one. Why does chat keep disappearing? On YouTube or on where? No. Utah juniper, one of those scraggly arid trees. What do those look like? Oh, those are pretty. Wow. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how long we want to go. That's kind of oak and birch land, and this is kind of our spiky land. So we're going to go off. We're just going to build it right here. Let's get our height in. We're treeing. Okay, so what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that brings that out to 7. 5, 6. mean, who cares if it's the same? These trees will be never be next to each other. Let's go off of this height for a tree. That's a good tree. We're treeing. Actually, before we get... No, I feel like the branches on these trees are pretty skinny and slender. So I don't really want to add in the full blocks. I think we just have to go really buff up the wall game. Yeah, you never thought you'd heard that as a phrase, would ya? That's okay, though. Let's go to there. Yep, we're treeing. I guess we could. We do a little bit like right in here. That just gives it a little bit more shape. I think from a distance it'll be fine. You can't even tell it's there, so yeah, it's great. I did it again, I'm sorry. This is how you look at trees. This is how you really check out that your tree is doing tree things. Look at that. Looks like a tree. Yeah. Looks like a really, really dead tree. What is wrong with me? I don't know. I'm trying to follow the shape of the branches that we have on the image that we looked up, because a lot of them come down. Like they don't just go out. All of the branches are kind of coming down. So I'm trying to mimic that same downward angle as we step out. And then we're also trying to get these guys, I guess, need to be a little bit skinnier here at the base space. So we'll go 3 blocks out, and then this area here will have them 4 blocks out, and then we'll kind of do another, and it kind of shows. I'm doing a little weird little thing here. That one can just come out straight. Because we're trying to have it go that way, like a little bit out. Like it's kind of a flat bottom, but it comes out, goes there, curves that way, and comes back in. So we need to mimic that curve here. So we need to bring this section out further. And make sure we're hitting that on all angles. I think trees are easiest to build, honestly, from looking at it at a diagonal, usually. No, we did that way last time. So we kind of getting the shape. We just need more branches. Best type of tree is moss on log. Jen, are you saying the best type of tree is a dead tree? I don't know if I can I don't know if I can agree with you on that one. I'm just giving you a hard time. Also, we don't need branches everywhere, because if we don't have them, it'll create a little bit of like openness, potentially. So we can, as I'm filling in the space where the trees I said leaves don't need to be, but that's okay.
Pleased to
Trees
meet
don't
you.
point anywhere, so I guess it is a diagonal build. Oh, I was saying, like, if you look at it from perspective of the diagonal, because it allows you to see the shapes a little bit easier. And I also find that it helps me not really build them exactly on, like, a cardinal direction grid. Because you can see here, like, look at... What could I do if I change this down to like 50? And we go up a little bit. You can see all of the different ways the roots are going, or the branches are going. Ice, thank you so much for the 2 months, my dude. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well today. That's looking pretty good. I like this. And then I might honestly just do like, no, because that'll make it weird for the leaves. Like that. Is that too much in there? I think it helps this direction. And then we need just like a few more little. And a big rule that I have on tree building is this. No. At minimum, because if you're doing this and then you think you're grabbing a, I don't know what leaf we're gonna use. I think for now we're just gonna go with acacia leaves. If you do that, then you have the connection. Bad. You need to move that up. At minimum, that. What leaf? Leaf. Leave. Sorry. What type of leaf do we want to use? Kind of thinking like oak could be good. But if we do oak, it's going to make it very normalized to the rest of the world. No connections in the tree. Well, you don't want to... I mean, that kind of looks like you're making like a little like... bad. Air, good. Mangrove? Mangrove to me is a little too grid-like. It's a little too grid-like. Eggs, why are we talking about the official name of the tree? It's the scientific name, okay? Use lightning rods for better branches. They don't really connect too well. Lightning rods, I find, make things very cardinal. Like that, no connection. And then how do you turn the corners? You can't even go up and down. And so that hits like a, I guess what you could do is bam, bam. But at that point, I kind of get into a state of time versus effort versus reward. Like, sure, does that look good? Yes. But if I were to say, even in here, just as an example, let's just put the lightning rod in there. That stands out completely color-wise to everything else in that tree. Back here, you can't see it. So when you're thinking about that much extra copper needed to build each tree that you're making, you're kind of just in a realm of like, is it worth the effort? You can fully detail and make all these things unique and just make little changes here and there and just bam, 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 bam. But in reality, you're not going to really see it. So to me, that hits on a point where I'm like, it's not worth doing. I'm trying to make sure that like the time and energy that I put into making these builds is stuff that's all visible and stuff that you can really tell like where the effort went in. Because like if we did that to bring that out a little bit, you wouldn't see it. But what we could do, just to get a little bit of the pull on a few of these spaces, we can do a little like, we can do a little glass. Like that's okay. Brown glass is easy to get. I have tons of that. Like that kind of helps bring that corner out here. We do that, brings it out. Little bits like that. Like I'll do that. Like that's okay with me. But like, if we were to do here, that brings both of them out. Looks kind of wonk. That, sure. And when we add the leaves in, it'll really hide it. Yeah, eggs. I don't know. I mean, it's just we're being true to the name of the type of tree that we're building. We're being very scientific over here. Thank you. Birch or acacia leaves look similar to the pine tree. My worry is if we do birch, is that normally when I'm building forests, I like 2 or 3 types of trees in there. And a very easy add, especially when we get into like the pine deciduous forest types, which is typically like these guys, something that you're going to see in a mountain. You'll also find paper birch type trees. At least you do in the areas that I live in the world. Like I can look out my window right now and see all the way out to the mountains, and there's a lot of evergreen trees. There's a lot of redwood trees. There's pine trees. There's all those. And scattered in every once in a while, you get like the maples and you get like the oaks. You get the like a few little like of the smaller like paper birch trees popping up. And so if we add birch leaves in here, that's going to mean that we can't really use those in there. So I think for the sake of it, because these are probably never going to be in the same region, I think we just go with acacia. Let's go with acacia and get the leaves on right now and see the vibe that we get out of it. And then we can mass select and replace if we want to try something else. Birch loves carnivorous. Carnivorous? I would say it wrong. I know what it is, but I would say the word wrong. And we're making sure that the middle of the trunk, if you look at these types of trees, there's not a whole lot of leaves in the middle area, so I'm trying to make sure we follow that. It doesn't really come down that harsh though, so we'll get rid of that. Yeah, why not? Keep that in. No, we'll leave that up. We'll leave that as a dead one for now. You ever thought you'd learn so much about trees on a Minecraft stream? Ah. Yeah, we're using acacia right now. See how it looks in the end. Maya, thanks for stopping by. You have a going, all right? Let's see you when I get back. And up here, because it does get a little skinnier, that's when the leaves start being more towards the middle of the tree, so we can add a few of them in, because it's going to be trying to get as much sunlight as it can. So the reason these there's none in the middle there is because the leaves shed when they get there, because they're not going to keep the leaves alive and the pine needles alive and whatnot to try and catch sunlight when there's so much shade hitting it because everything else is above. So they'll shed those leaves in order to prioritize growing new ones on top. This one has a pretty solid point to the top of it. So we will do like a little this. Kind of like that. It's not like the most spiky, but it's definitely got a bit of a spike to the top. This side I want to bring these guys out just another block most likely. Like in there. That. Not bad. Definitely got a lot of air to it. Like we can still bring in a little bit more stuff. Yeah, why not? Yeah, okay. It's kind of getting there. I think I like the base. I think I'm gonna get rid of you. It kind of comes in about there a little too harshly on all sides. So I think what I'm gonna do is a little bit there, and we'll just like add another leaf up there. Yeah, that helped this angle a lot. We're kind of getting the same here. It's just this leaf is pretty big. So let's see if we just like throw there. It's kind of working. Yeah, that'll work. There to help smooth that out a little bit more. I kind of like preserving that open gap in there. I think that looks pretty good. Maybe as if like a branch fell off. So we could, instead of just leaving it as an open gap, I guess that's right above, but we could just do like a, it's breaking my rule. Yeah. I'm a hate putting those trapdoors in when I'm actually building the thing, but for now, I think I like them. Okay, I kind of like the tree. I don't know. What are we thinking? Put it next to a village for scale. Not that bad. How did he get up there? I think I like it. Block or two taller than 27. You're right. It is up to 35. Nope, 36. Haha. You almost got 37 though. You like that?
Keep it real.
What's slightly darker than a mud brick wall? We really don't have anything unless we transition to tough, and I don't really want to do that. Oh my gosh, another raid? Yo, what's going on? Sin City, welcome on in. How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everything's been going well. We're building a Pinus ponderosa right now. It's a tree. And we're just thinking. I don't think I'm going to use that because I think the natural shadow is helping enough. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm doing well. How about yourself? feel like I need like a little bit more like right in here. Good, 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 good. Good to hear it. Yeah, like yeah. So if you want this tree schematics here for anybody who's asking, because I've seen the mods handling a few times in chat, the tree schematics are available to members. They're not publicly available currently. So that does include Prime subs and all YouTube members and Twitch subs and the works. But currently, they're only available to paid supporters. Mostly because I've released stuff like this in the past and I have then seen it on 1,000,001 spawn maps for sale. So I don't like seeing my stuff used that way because that's not what it's intended for. You talked about futuristic builds on the Nether roof once, I think. Yeah, I think I'm moving to the idea now that I want to do the sorry, my nose is itchy. I still want to do that like Nether, or not Nether, end cyberpunk city somewhere out in the middle of who knows where. But I think it could be kind of fun to do like a big ol' cyberpunk city through an end gateway. So like we get the dark, moody, permanent darkness vibes. And I think that in the end could lend really, really well to a cyberpunk city. Yeah, all these trees have quests, and the quest is to save them as a schematic. Me using fWhip's trees around my castle because I'm way too lazy and all I know how to build is lollipop-looking oak trees. Hey, sometimes you need a lollipop tree. Isn't there a lolly? Yeah, there actually are lollipop trees. Oh, I guess it's like just the look of a tree. But yeah, there's some lollipop trees out there. Like next to the Giga tree. I don't think I'll put these next to the Giga tree because I don't want to distort the scale of that. Because if I surround it with a forest like this, it could look impressive from a distance, but up close it'd make the Giga tree look a lot smaller. Remember when I started this and I said I was going to build a tree a day? That was like 6 months ago. Oopsies. Yeah, oopsies. Oh, that was good. That was good times, good memories. Funny how that stuff works out. Things get away, it's fine. Yeah, I'm glad to get back to it though. 'Cause we have those two are new today. And this guy, this big old one that we just made is new today. Somebody wanted to see a juniper tree, and I did pull this up on the side. I saw this image right here. This is a Greek juniper tree. Looking very ancient and mythological. So we could try and do something like this. I've never really done these like super spindly trees. The cherry tree? Oh, really? I don't like the cherry tree at all. But we could try something like this. So let's see what we can come up with. And that's going to be probably a warm weather tree. So I'm going to put it down here. Because this is where I'm kind of putting out my palm trees and everything. I really like this palm tree I made. It has birch leaves at the top just to be a little darker. And it's got like tough and mossy cobble and cobble for the trunk instead of our granites and whatnot. I think it turned out really cool. The angle on it's cool. Yeah, it's going to be hard to mimic that. We're definitely going to need walls. I don't really want to do mud brick walls. Those stand out a bit. I'm kind of thinking we transition into doing some like tough. Yeah, we're gonna just like make it a touch darker here. Let's go with some tough. And we need to figure out some fences and everything that'll go with it, and some trapdoors. So let's pick our trapdoor, and we can. Cause I want to get it to warm though. Do we just go to spruce? Let's get the shape in with this. And it might look a little off, but let's focus on the shape first, and then we can change the blocks as we need. Are you excited for the new woods? Oh, dude, I'm so pumped. They look so good. Okay, so let's start here. And then that's going to go here. And that's going to go... I'm trying to create like a curve that's going to bring ourselves... Let's just get our like loose shape in. Maybe like that. And then if we copy the image, it's like another one coming up here. It's kind of like that shape. You see the tree, right? You see the tree? He's seriously waiting for the bow announced by Mojang and the biome vote. They said they're gonna add them all eventually. They said palm trees are coming to deserts and little oasis sub-biomes. I said baobab trees are coming to savannas with ostriches. And one day, my friend, I can hope. Not a big fan of that. I think we're definitely gonna have to figure out something else for the top here. That's okay, though. It's kind of like really warped at the top is what I'm trying to figure out here. See if we can get our shape correct. So we can do that. Maybe pull him out there. No, it still doesn't connect super well. But let's still pull it out, and then we could bring this over. So let's connect into there. And then that could kind of come out this way. We're getting tree. Kind of. Trying to think how to get like really spindly little branches, and I think the trap doors are gonna kind of be the answer here. Holes are getting loud. Can definitely tell it's the end of the day and kids are ready to go home. Tough if you add enough like leaf blocks up above and you get a shadow cast on it. Actually works pretty well for trunks of trees. You can see like some tough right over there. You can see some tough even in an oak tree right there that I actually think works out pretty well. There's no weight that way. That's okay though. Let's see. That's definitely not realistic at all for where it'd be growing. So we can add like a little bit of, like this can just be a dead branch sticking this way. That's kind of helping to bring a little bit of that balance back here. But this is a very windswept tree. As in very windswept, completely 100,000%. Just wind. Wind everywhere. We might change that to gray glass, but for now I'm okay with it. Spruce leaves. They're very much just like a top coverage that's still very sparse. I don't know how I'm feeling about the spruce leaves. I'll finish them out, but I'm not too keen on keeping them as is right now, to be honest. I think it needs a little bit more of like a golden tone to it. I kind of like that disconnect, so I don't want to add any leaves right there. I think we need that disconnect in here, but we can bring them down on this side a touch more. I want to take... I'll do that, but I want this to come off here. Then this guy is honestly going to go out that way another block. And I think this is also going to be coming down. From the one angle, I like it. I'm not a big fan of it from the others quite yet. I think this branch needs to go that way a block. Something like in there, and then we can honestly add like a little dead one coming out. When will a new episode come out? There'll be a video this Thursday. Yeah. There's a video coming Thursday. After that, I have no idea. I leave tonight, and I will be gone for 2 weeks. So once I get back, videos shall resume. But for now, I have no more videos. There's one coming out on Thursday, though. So I will leave you with one more, and then I shall record more when I return. Twist the bottom branch inwards a bit might help balance. Like this one, like turn it that way, kind of. Just like from there to like there. That could work. Let's see. Skip. Freehand select. Nope. We need to be a little bit more magic select. Oh no. Oh shoot. How do you unlock rotation? That's what we want. See how much that butchers it. Completely, totally, 100% butchered. I did it though? That kind of worked. Need to fix that guy because he was a little bugged out, but trying to make sure all the block states are correct off of that. Yeah, I think that helped. Also, I think like leading some branches going out could be good. I think emphasizing the branch element of this instead of emphasizing the leaves could be good. I'm not set on spruce leaves yet. I will say that much. The spruce leaves are not currently my favorite. We're trying for a juniper tree, but maybe we try oak. Trying to darken it a little underneath, like just a tiny bit of a shadow cast down. So I'm trying to fill in a space here that would cause the block light to not be able to come through anymore. So like here, this is, you see how much that darkened it underneath, which is good. Because that'll help darken the trunk just a touch to get that tough to be a little bit less, bam, this is tough. The very technical term for it. Any others in here? Okay, that's helping. I love how light you can make your trees, like just with air coming through. Yeah, I try and make them really always like just feel very airy on the inside. I think for sake of the build, having some of these in here could be good. Yeah, I think that helps, just making the trunk a little bit darker down there. I think that actually helped a lot. I'm almost thinking. No, let's do that. I do wish there was a way to like pull this to the side though and like have him connect. Maybe we can do one in there. That kind of gives the more illusion of it's kind of wrapping around and connecting. That could kind of work. Or we could just say, let's just do that. Kind of works. Oh. What do you think of? What are you thinking to build with the new blocks? I just want to use them in everything I'm doing already. I think a white plank and a white fence and everything, that's gonna be next level for some tree building.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. This tree is gonna be such a pain in the butt to make with how much spruce is going into it. All these spruce leaves are not gonna be fun to gather. Or spruce fence gates. And trapdoors. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I am thinking we need a little bit more of like a leaf highlight to it though. Like a little like yellowy tone. And acacia can kind of do that. It's not yellow, but it's a little bit warmer. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be really good for birch trees. Brooklyn, thank you so much for the 15 months. Have a great day, chat. Y'all deserve it. Yeah, we got a good chat here. Try moss. Moss blocks. We could try to go for some of this tactic. We could do a little bit of the fuzzinating. That adds a lot to it. Just join randomly? Welcome. That kind of helps bring that line in a little bit better, which is cool. We've very much been building this from one angle, so we need to bring a little bit more down back here. Kind of just forgot about this, to be honest, when we've been building. We just haven't done anything to it. We could use a little bit of love back here. Little teeny tiny bit. Acacia buttons? I don't think we need to go that micro detail on the trees. It's effort versus reward at that point. We've talked about it a few times. So just there's a lot of details that you can throw into trees that sometimes just don't really come across as a final detail from a distance. I feel like for a first attempt, I almost want to like shift this whole thing here Just that way one. I think that actually will, that I think balances it a lot more. Yeah. It's still heavy on this side, but I think that works. Has a unique vibe to it. I like it. Maybe the roots could claw out a bit further. Yeah, the only problem with the roots is that the only thing we can use is like tough. So I guess we could do like something like that to help give that really rooted in feel on this side. Yeah, I think that'll do it for now, at least. There's a lot of glass in this one. I will say that. There's a lot of glass in this tree. You can kind of see it, but I think from a distance, you know, like as soon as it's not sky behind it, you don't even notice it at all. Gorgeous juniper. Does it pass as a juniper tree? Yeah, I think we send it. I think that's cool. Whatever. Close enough to center. Cool. Yeah, that cherry blossom I still got to work on a little bit more, but nice. Okay, well, we got 4 trees made today. That's pretty sweet. I think my favorite is either the big birch one or the pine tree we did. There we go. Look at that. Let's get some cute little screenshots of these. I gotta get the screenshots. Also, I know I've already mentioned that we're headed out of town on vacation. I'm gonna try and upload more stuff to Instagram while we're out. So if you want to catch up what's going on, fWhip_official on Instagram. If you haven't followed me over there, I like to revive it for when I'm traveling and everything. So if you'd like to see what's up and stay up to date with what we're doing, you're more than welcome to drop a follow over there and all that cool stuff. But look at me. Look at me next to my tree. I built that tree. That tree, we made this. First tree today. Let's see. Can we drop our... Nope. Need to go to 4. Well, I guess I could just slide back a little. Oh, wrong control.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, it's loading around the character, not me. Nice. Okay, to the next street. Mandolin, thanks so much for the 9 months at tier 2. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Get these 2 lovely trees right back in here. Look at them trees. Let's try dropping this one down. I'm trying to get without the trees in the background so you can actually like see just these guys. I think that's just kind of making things a little bit even more awkward because it's like half chopping off things. I'm trying to get most of the detail on the new trees that we have. Where do you install Axiom? Google's. Google's will be thy best friend in this situation. There we go. There's all of our trees. Now we can crank that back up. They have their own website, but they're also on Modrent. But their own website is the most up-to-date versions always. What else? Mostly because I'm curious. Nah, we'll do see if we can time add 5,000. The shader's kind of distorting them a little bit. Yeah, no shader. I guess I already have 4 screenshots, so I'm not posting a 5th. Time, set, day. Put the sun back over there. Grand willow trees I find hardest has the scale to get right. Dude, willow trees are just tough because the full leaf block just seems too big for the dangle down part. And then there's not really any other options other than glowberries, and you can't attach those to leaves, so then that also becomes difficult. So it's just all around not fun. But yeah, there we go. Thank you everybody for hanging today. I really do appreciate it. I love doing these little creative streams and just hanging and working on some stuff. So it's always fun when y'all are sticking around and watching and all that cool stuff too. So thank you so very much for being here. I hope you did enjoy. Yeah, I have a video coming out this Thursday, I believe, and there's an ad starting soon. So we're just gonna hang because there's ads running on Twitch right now. So we're not going to leave while people on Twitch are getting ads. And I'm sure as soon as that ends, then everybody on YouTube is going to get an ad. So that's kind of the way it goes. Also, Wicca Stacy, I don't know why it didn't go into my notification thing, but thank you for the dono. I appreciate that. I just saw that coming through. I really appreciate y'all hanging today. As always, I was late in today, but enjoyed what I caught. Yeah. This will be available for the bot and everything if anybody wants to go back and see how we built all those trees live on stream, doing the thing from nothing to tree. But it's all good. Have a great day. Yeah, I got to go finish packing, and then I'm off to the airport in a few hours. We got a red-eye flight, so super fun. Hopefully we'll be able to sleep, but not sleep too much, because then, we want to get there and then fall asleep that night and get hopefully adjusted to the time zone as quick as we can. So yeah, we'll see how bad the jet lag hits, but yeah, should be a really fun time. Again, if you want to follow on Instagram, I think there's links down in the descriptions on Twitch and YouTube if you'd like. If not, it's just fWhip_official. You'll find me over there and all that cool stuff. But thank you so much, my friends. I really do appreciate it. Y'all have been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support recently and all that stuff. I know I haven't been super consistent recently, but I really do appreciate it. Once I get back, I definitely feel like I'm back in the Minecraft inspiration mode, so I'm really excited to get back in and do a bunch of builds and everything once we're back in here rocking and moving forward and all that. So I know I've been a little on the burned out side for the last month or two, to be honest, but I feel like now that, of course, as I'm leaving, I'm like, ooh, I'm so inspired to be making things. So it should be all good. But yeah, thank you so much again for being here. I do appreciate it. I'm gonna get on out of here today, and we'll find a raid somewhere over on Twitch. And with that, my friends, catch you on the flip side. Bye.